Capricorn, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-June 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get going immediately. We're going to get right down to business here and start you off nice and smooth with an oracle card, just to take a little vibe check for the lovely Capricorns out there. I hope you're all doing fantastic, my friends. But let's shuffle it up here one time and see what's up, my gods. Talk to me. What do we got for Capricorn? And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card super quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself, and at the very end I'll pull you a bonus card with the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into in this time, which is always very interesting. But let's get this underway. Enough of all that. What do we got here, my guys? All right, quick, super quick, and we're starting off with Lady Luck. How about that, Capricorn? And I love seeing a reading start with this, regardless of what the other messages are going to be. We'll talk about it, though. I'll break it down piece by piece. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the June subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you're active on social media, my handle across the board is at Kyle of Cups, pretty much on everything except Facebook, so please feel free to hit me up. But into the reading we go. If we look at Lady Luck, she has all that beautiful symbolism. There's four-leaf clovers, there's all sorts of gambling things, there's slot machines and number signs. So when I see this, of course, we could take the strict meaning, like, hey, now you might be extra lucky. You might want to test or play your luck in regards to things. But this is always a very good omen that things could start swinging in your way. Now, I will say this, in recent weeks, there have been some choppy energies around the Capricorn readings, my readings, but I love seeing Lady Luck because that is always an omen of change to me in a positive direction. So, hey, maybe play the lottery, maybe throw some dice or gamble a little bit, test your luck, because things might swing in your way. That's a good way to start us off, even if the rest of the reading is a little choppy. We'll see, though. Let's get into tarot. I'm going to get you 3 in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify. So let's shuffle it up one time. And I always say with that first card, that's just a little footnote. It doesn't make or break anything. The gods talk to me. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Wheel of Fortune, though. Now, last week's reading was a heavy tie to the past. It was titled An Unexpected Return, so a portion of you may have been having things from the past bubble back up, whether it's people, whether it's situations. There was that heavy link to things that have already happened. But as I always say, energy is very fluid, nothing's set in stone, so we'll see what shows up this week. You know, it's a never-ending roller coaster of ups and downs, such as life. Okay, so we do have a tower leading us off here. Interesting. Now, not all towers are bad towers. I'll just say that right up front. Nothing to be nervous about. We'll see, though. Let's get 2 more. What do we got for Capricorn? Okay, 3 Pentacles, that's good. That could be stabilizing. So maybe some of you have had recent towers and you're in a stabilization period. That's possible. Let's get 1 more out here. What do we got for Capricorn? I like the 3 of Pentacles. It's usually very smooth, easy flowing, easy going. Thank you. Okay, we have the 8 of Swords here, and you're also going to have a little bonus that popped out with the 8 of Swords. So these 2 can be tied together. We got the 3 of Swords on the back end. Now, on first look, it looks like there might be some choppy things still lingering in the energy, and that's all good. We're going to talk about these one by one. I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff, because that's when we could see things switch. Position number 1, we're leading off with a bang. We're starting with a boom. We have a tower. Now, if you watch tarot readings, yeah, some people see this as a doom and gloom card. I don't see it like that. I just see it as some sort of foundation shakeup, something changing. So it could be shock, it could be awe, it could be explosive type of energy. So we're just going to have to see what this is about. It could talk about surprises of various kinds. So whether you've had recent tower moments where things have crumbled, maybe some surprises or shocks have happened, it happens. Life is all about that. But I'm not going to say it's necessarily bad until we get the clarifier. Then we'll see. Either way, the tower is a very powerful type of energy. It could also speak about the libido because it is a phallic symbol. But moving to the center, we have the 3 of Pentacles. Now, I will mention this as well. The bonus card, the 3 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, repeating 3s. You might be seeing a lot of number signs in this time. But the 3 of Pentacles to me is a big card of craftsmanship. This could speak about work situations, money situations. Usually with 3s, we think of community or more than 2, not just interpersonal relationships. I see this card, aside from the craftsmanship and diligence, of working in a group with others, working well together. So we'll have to see what this is about, whether it's receiving assistance or giving it. I like the Three of Pentacles, not a bad card. Now, the Eight of Swords is something we're going to have to watch out for. And I always say these readings could be you or other people in your sphere of influence. The Eight of Swords is a card where somebody could feel like their hands are tied a little bit. Might feel cornered, might feel bogged down. This could be feelings of cabin fever. But this is also one of the cards of anxiety, nervousness, very similar to the Nine of Swords. I always like to mention, usually in the depiction of the Eight of Swords, the lady that's in all the swords is tied up by rope, but that rope is very loose. So this isn't anything permanent. This is something that could be passing. So if you're wound tight on edge, that could be passing through. On the back end for your bonus, and once again, the bonus is just another little footnote, we have the Three of Swords. And you know what this is? It's one of the most iconic tarot cards, the three swords cutting through the heart. This could be any sort of pain, linking in with that Eight of Swords since they popped out together. Yeah, this could be someone around you that's hurting, whether it's little anxieties, depression, sadness. So I want to see how the rest of this reading plays out. Hopefully you're not getting affected by these vibes too much, but let's dive deeper, Capricorn. We're going to jump in and clarify. So let's get a good old shuffle here and see what's up. What's going on with my Capricorn friends, my guides? Talk to me. And yes, Capricorn, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on this Tower. And also, if you read tarot yourself, that's why the box is here. Please feel free to play along. If you're feeling any messages from this spread, you could drop it down below. I don't mind. Tower time. What's up with that? Why is the Tower here, please? Thank you. Okay, the World. And this is... All right, this can absolutely signal some sort of cycle ending, and I'm just going to keep it real with you, because the World can speak about karma. I'm getting a couple of different things here. This could be some sort of karmic retribution. I've been seeing that as a heavy theme through a lot of signs this week, that the wheel of karma, the karma is at play in various situations. So whether it's karma striking towards somebody else or yourself, we'll see how the rest of the reading plays out. However, this can signal some sort of ending. This can also signal some sort of shocking situation for sure, okay? Because the World itself doesn't just speak about cycles, the end of a journey, or endings. The World, to me, could speak about the world around us, the material world. That's why I see this as situations. So some of you might be dealing with shocking situations, things that popped up unexpectedly, and we saw it for you last week, okay? It's all about going with the flow when you deal with situations like this. So whether it's a Tower that's already happened or one that's incoming, it's all good. It's all part of life. Nothing to stress too much about. Now, I do want to see what the rest of the spread has to say. But like I said, this could be karma striking, karmic retribution of some sort, whether it's someone around you catching a dose, or endings or shocking situations. I'll just leave it like that. But we're going to go in on the Three of Pentacles. We're going to keep it simplistic. I don't want to muddy up the message. So why is the Three of Pentacles here? I don't always wish those energies on anyone, but yeah, right up front, very powerful. Okay, now I do see somebody being very protective of themselves here with the Nine of Wands and the upright under the Three of Pentacles. I get the vibe that some of you might be trying to insulate yourselves, whether it's through work, whether it's through tasks, working diligently, trying to keep your hands busy, trying to keep your mind busy. But I do get the vibe of somebody like really trying to protect themselves in some way. Okay, now whether this is Spirit asking you to do so, like, hey, if you have this on your mind, just try to keep busy as much as possible. But the Three of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords, some of you could be dissatisfied with work situations, with money situations. Another portion of you could be trying to guard your wealth as well. That's only for a small portion of you. This is giving me interesting vibes. So, of course, only take what hits. But yeah, another portion... you could be having some communication issues with people. We're going to keep moving through the spread. We'll talk about it all more during the recap, because like each alignment I'm catching floods of different messages. Usually I try to cap it at 2 or 3. But let's see what's up with that Eight of Swords. Then we'll do the recap before we get into the shadow card. Why is this Eight of Swords here? Thank you. Temperance, yeah. Everything will be fine. Now, for some of you, you might have dealings with the Sagittarius here. When we have temperance in the upright, that is a super angelic energy. And I just want to say, so is the world. These are very angelic and light filled. So if you're going through rough times, know that your spirit team, your ancestors, guides, they're around you even if you can't see them at every moment. But when I see temperance underneath the Eight of Swords, this is somebody that really needs to take a mental load off. They need to really try to calm themselves. Meditation would be a really good cure for this. Some of you might be in that mode right now where you're like, all right, I'm trying to keep myself as low stress as possible. Okay, like I'm trying to keep myself calm and serene. That's what this is. Now, if you're having rough dealings with somebody else, that could be a mode they're in where they're just like, listen, I need to unwind a little bit. Things are just a little too much. That's the vibe this is making me feel. However, I do think that in the end, everything will be fine with the Eight of Swords and temperance. This is telling me that what you're thinking about, what you're stressing about, or whoever your person's stressing, or whatever your person's stressing about, might not be as serious as it seems on the surface. Even if we have a tower and endings come in all different shapes and sizes, just like winds, okay? It will pass. This too shall pass. That's what this tells me here. So let's go through and do a quick little recap, Capricorn. Let's put these cards back down, okay? Although we do have a tower, this isn't anything treacherous, right? I feel like this is just like the ebbs and flows of life. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have a very powerful alignment here. We have the tower with the world in the upright. So sure, this could speak about endings of various different kinds, whether it's one you've recently been through, whether it's one that's lingering in your energy. It's showing up here. Some of you could be going through shocking situations, surprising situations when we have this alignment, like things happening around you, like, whoa, where's all this stuff coming from? It's coming out of left field, okay? But moving further, aside from all that stuff, we have the Three of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands in the upright. A lot of you might be trying to insulate yourself, keep yourself busy, keep the hands and mind active so you don't have to deal with any nonsense. This could absolutely be somebody trying to protect themselves and work on themselves as well. So you might be very protective. And another portion of you could be trying to guard your assets or are disgruntled in regards to work situations. Like something regarding work might not be sitting well. Moving to the very back end, we have the Eight of Swords with temperance in the upright. Super angelic energies all throughout this spread. Like I said, this could be a message from spirit saying this too shall pass, whatever it is you're going through. Meditation could be key in this time when I see an alignment like this, trying to calm the mind. And it's just giving me the vibe of somebody that needs to take a rest, take a load off, not to think for a while, okay? And that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that, needing a mental wellness type of day. So please take a screenshot of that. Interesting stuff here, Capricorn. We're going to get you one shadow card. And yeah, we're not going to clarify the Three of Swords. Like I said, that's just a little footnote, just a little underlying energy. And yeah, we're using the Shadowland Tarot, which I love using for the shadow portion of the spread. So whether it's something that's been lingering in the shadows for a while or something new, let's see what we got. Gods, talk to me. What's in the shadows? Thank you. Ace of Swords. So we're going back to the mind. We're also going back to communication with the Ace of Swords. Now, usually all aces are opportunities, and this could be a little harsh, okay? When I see the Ace of Swords, it is the sword of truth. So a lot of you might need to look at the cold, hard facts of something, okay? That never-ending struggle of the heart and mind. When I see the Ace of Swords in the shadows, that's what it tells me, is like you need to not only be truthful with those around you, but you need to be truthful to yourself. This can be a little harsh when we look at the shadow side of this. And also beware of any sort of deception. When we see this in the shadows, like there might be someone around you that's a little deceptive, a little shaky with their words. So watch out for that. Once again, nothing major or treacherous, but we'll just leave that right there. Please look into that further if you'd like. And yeah, Capricorn, that's what I have for you. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the June subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the May subscriber surprise, the winners will be in my community tab on June 1st. But for the June subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of one of my most favorite decks of all time, the Gilded Tarot Royale. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, since there are so many wonderfully talented tarot readers on YouTube, just drop down in the comments 1 or 2 of your favorite readers. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, as always, I'll announce the winners in the community tab. My friends, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.